Hello everyone, welcome to the Tactical Dugout. India is in the final, so are New Zealand. India versus England, what a semi-final it was. We did cover it in the reviews. Everything was amazing. A great game of cricket. Bumrah stood up, Hardik stood up. But going into the final, the last time India played a final at Ahmedabad against Australia, Australia were on top of India at that particular time. But this time, what would India and New Zealand look like? It's very easy to be very emotional and say India is a very strong side. But New Zealand also have had the better of India in these ICC events. Looking at it, I thought instead of getting emotional and just taking guesses, I thought I'd look at some key matchups and key players on both sides. If I were New Zealand going into this game, I would definitely think I am the underdog here. And I do believe India are favourites going into the final. If New Zealand need to have a good game, they need to have Finn Allen or Tim Seifert, one of them firing on all cylinders. I think Tim Seifert's a very fine player, but Finn Allen is someone who can take the game away from you very, very quickly. I am going to talk about Finn Allen and I'm going to talk about an absolute hero for the Indian cricket team. But before that, I thought it's very important to speak about one player on the Indian side who has been pivotal in India's wins, and he's done so very well, but he's been spoken very little about. I'm talking about Shivam Dube. I'm going to take you through some of the things that Shivam Dube has done very well. There are a few terms in cricket, right? And as the camera is coming close, I'm going to try and stand left-handed and show you what Shivam Dube has done very well. Shivam Dube is as tall and actually more taller than I am. So there's something called as a step hit. What is a step hit? Once upon a time when cricket started, T20 was not even in the imagination of coaching manuals. So they used to say, get to the pitch of the ball. When I say pitch of the ball, this ball needs to be here. My foot needs to get as close as to the ball in order to keep it on the floor and drive it very well. But T20 cricket and the good pitches have changed this. These are balls that are far away from me, and because it's far away from me, it enables me to get elevation on these balls. And if you look at Adil Rashid versus Shivam Dube in the semi-final, Adil Rashid is a fine bowler, bowled some really good deliveries, but he bowled deliveries in the hit me channel of a T20 game. When I can step into this ball, I can extend my lever with elevation, and if I'm Shivam Dube and I'm carrying one of those amazing blades given to him, it's going to travel a long way. And these are not big boundaries. We're not playing at the MCG. We're not playing in Australian grounds. It's going to go a long, long way. But these are step hits that a bowler is looking to avoid. Adil Rashid bowled a googly here, but it's not a lot of turn from the surface. Dube hit it long. And there was one that was tossed wide. Again, Shivam Dube leant and hit it wide of long off for a big six. There are two things Adil Rashid did, which if he had done more consistently to Shivam Dube, he might have not gone for the runs that the wagon wheel is suggesting. He's gone at 16 runs and over, especially against Shivam Dube, and England lost just by one hit. All Adil Rashid had to do, or some of the other bowlers had to do when Sam Curran bowled those slower balls, was to think, can my team chase 10 runs lesser? Can they chase 6 runs lesser? But the same Adil Rashid did some amazing things to Shivam Dube, which I think the New Zealand bowlers might end up doing. And New Zealand, let's not forget, are one of the best scouting teams. They generally scout batters very well. They scout bowlers very well. And let's not forget, they would have done their homework. And Adil Rashid bowled a couple of really good, bad deliveries. I call them good, bad deliveries because in the old jargon of the game, these deliveries were not prescribed to you by coaches. Adil Rashid bowled front of the hand, bowled a delivery right here, which is probably short. It's not step it. Because if Shivam Dube is going to look to step into that, he's very far and the ball's going to go up in the air. He's going to get elevation, but it's not going to get the distance. The ball was tighter in line. And there is a screen grab that will show you the moment he bowls it front of the hand, that ball's going to pitch there and skid at me. The moment it's flat, it's under my eye line as Shivam Dube. I'm not thinking going forward, I'm going back. Once I've gone back, that ball skidded on and all I can do is just punch it for a single. That's one ball that Adil Rashid executed really well. There was another one he bowled and there was a cut that went for a run. What made me look at this particular ball with interest was sequencing of deliveries. If you're Adil Rashid or any bowler for that matter, against big power hitters, it's about sequencing your deliveries. You've got attacking options, which in this case for Adil Rashid was his googly, tossing it up, but his defensive ball was this one. And there was another interesting choice of a defensive ball. I'm Shivam Dube, I'm standing leg stump slightly outside. He's bowled a ball here. Now that is a wide, right? He's bowled the ball there. Again, you've got a screen grab. And what Shivam Dube has interestingly done is because he's looking to hit that ball, he's not going to say that's a wide and let it go. Shivam Dube's wagon wheel clearly suggests square of the wicket on the offside and towards square leg on the leg side is a no-hit zone for him. So he's gone there, bunted that ball for a single. He's also bowled another full toss here behind the heels for Shivam Dube, which has been flipped to fine leg in this particular game. So if you're New Zealand, Shivam Dube is someone you've got to keep very, very quiet because he can really take the game away from you when the spinners are on operation. And New Zealand have got Mitchell Santner, Rachin Ravindra, who I think they will try to avoid against Shivam Dube. But even if you're Glenn Phillips or McConchie, I would rather suggest that take the ball wide away from him or be behind his boots or get him to cut that ball. But if you're missing these lengths, Shivam Dube is going to take you for plenty. And let's be clear that Shivam Dube is someone New Zealand needs to tag. Otherwise, this final is going one way, which Shivam Dube will take the game away from them. All right, now it's over to someone called Matt Henry. Matt Henry, we know what he can do with the new ball, will get the seam straight up. He will bowl to Abhishek Sharma. Abhishek Sharma has taken Matt Henry down in the bilateral series. But come this game, Abhishek Sharma is slightly low on confidence. Matt Henry, and that is a contest I'm looking forward to. But I'm not going to be talking about Matt Henry. I'm going to be talking about a certain Cole McConchie. Cole McConchie, let's not forget, came in as a replacement for Michael Bracewell. And if New Zealand are in the final, he has played a huge part in New Zealand getting here. Let's first look at what Kyle McConchie has done. He's played against Sri Lanka at the Premadasa Stadium. He's come in at a crucial stage, ignited the fire in New Zealand's batting lineup, posted in excess of 170 on a really tough pitch. Comes in, bowls good arm balls, changes of pace, attacks the right-hander's leg stump. It is not a favourable matchup, and against left-handers, he has truly come to the fore. 1 over, 9 runs, 2 wickets, doesn't bowl another over. Does that mean Cole McConchie is not good enough? No, he is, but New Zealand know how to use him. Let's look at a couple of matchups that he did, and there are some screen grabs. Why is Cole McConchie very good? He's not a youngster. He's a 34, 35-year-old off-spinner who's plied his trade for a while, so he knows what he's doing. Quinton de Kock, the first ball that's bowled to Quinton de Kock is pitched here, right? We spoke about step hits. Quinton de Kock is definitely not, has got the levers like Shivam Dube. He's much shorter in stature. The ball's pitched there. It's probably pitched slightly even farther. And Quinton de Kock has said, okay, that's there. I'm shorter in stature. Let me go back. He's withdrawn first. And he says, let me hit this off this back foot because mid-on's right up. And what's happened? That ball's pitched and it's skidded on, not giving him enough time to get elevation. He's looked to hit it, not found time. He's jammed the batter for time and he's gone caught by mid-on, right? That's Quinton de Kock, and Quinton de Kock is no easy batter to bowl at. Now let's look at what's happened to Ryan Rickelton. Quinton de Kock gets a 92 kmph ball inside the power play with the new ball and he squeezed him to mid-on. The ball skidded on him. Now we have Ryan Rickelton who's also in fine form, and what does he get? He gets a 87 kmph delivery that's slightly outside, slower in pace. Now Ryan Rickelton has seen that he's jammed it and not had time. He's gone on the back foot saying, I'm going to cut it. I'm not going to take it here. The ball's pitched, gripped, taken the top edge, gone to short third man. So Kyle McConchie is not just a skillful bowler, but he's a very clever bowler. And we do have a certain Ishan Kishan and Abhishek Sharma coming up. Ishan Kishan, like I've always said, is going to find it tougher to hit through the offside. Abhishek Sharma is going to find it tougher to hit through the leg side. So Cole McConchie is going to say, okay, I'm going to take you down to the leg side, Abhi. I'm going to ask you to hit through the offside, Ishan. And we can be rest assured that he's going to be clever in operating that. Do our boys have an answer? Can Ishan Kishan pull out the reverse sweep? Can Abhishek Sharma turn the strike over and give it to Sanju Samson to take on the off-spinner? Because what happened against England was harakiri. Abhishek knows that the off-spinners are tagging him. He's played the entire 6 balls, got 8 runs and gotten out of the same over. The smarter thing to do is to take a single and ask Sanju, you're in great form, take him down. That's what you call game awareness. I'm looking forward to a much more improved performance in terms of game awareness from our top 3 batters. Cole McConchie against Indian batters, that's a matchup that's worth taking time. Matt Henry versus Abhishek Sharma, that's done and dusted. Shivam Dube against New Zealand spinners, that's also done and dusted. Last but definitely not the least, India's unsung hero, an absolute champion who is not going to be celebrated because I believe T20 is a game very close to football. In football, you have your forwards, you have your defenders, and you have your midfielders. The defenders need to defend, and the midfielders need to put the ball around for the forwards to score the goals. In T20 cricket, it is the new ball bowlers, death bowlers, and the opening batters who are always going to be the heroes. They're going to get the volume of wickets and volume of runs, but this man is surely someone you can call and dial when India is in trouble. I'm talking about Axar Patel, and I'll tell you why Axar Patel is going to be the linchpin in dismissing Finn Allen in this particular game. I had already taken a guess in the 2024 World Cup that Axar Patel has a great matchup to Phil Salt and Joss Butler, and I hope this time around Surya doesn't miss a trick and brings him on when Finn Allen is on strike. Recently in the bilateral series, I've got several screen grabs which I'm going to circulate all around me as I'm talking, and he's going to put it up and show you exactly what's happened, right? The first ball shows where Axar lands his delivery against Finn Allen in the bilateral series. That's the off stump. Axar has landed it here. That's not a step hit. It's slightly far away from being a step hit. And Finn Allen is one batter that's hardly going to use his feet to hit that ball. He doesn't do it. He doesn't do it as often as he must. He is someone who likes to stand here, go on the back foot and whack everything off the back foot. That's really dangerous against Axar Patel. There is a reference where the ball is pitching here and it's going to, the arrows say S and it's going to turn. When I say Axar Patel's coming from that angle, right? The ball's pitched here. If the ball's pitched here, if it straightens and Finn Allen is standing here, it's going to reach Finn Allen in this mark. The ball's come on the angle, broken against the angle, straightened and gone. If it's spinning, it's going to pitch there and it's probably going to go here to where Ishan Kishan's right pad is going to be. This is straightening, this is turning. But what Axar does is quite amazing. He defeats the bat swing quite consistently because of his release point and because of his undercut. The ball very often pitches here and it cramps the right-hander for room. It keeps coming back here, cutting the bat swing. A batsman would love the ball here so that he can middle it for a six. Finn Allen's gone back in the bilateral series. There is a screen grab where the ball's jammed him. He's hit it straight to long on's throat. But cut, copy, and go to the game against South Africa. Maharaj lands the ball here. Pretty much the same place, but Maharaj doesn't have the undercutter or the arm ball or the one that carries on with the angle like Axar does. It's not going to defeat the batsman in terms of coming at him. It's pitched there. Finn Allen's gone back and it's not a short ball. It's just back of length, which is where a spinner should be in T20 cricket. It's defeating the batter for a step hit. It's pitched there. And if you see the screen grab, I have one where I've marked the arrow, Axar, which is A. The ball, if this ball is pitched for Axar, it's going to hit Finn Allen here. But for Maharaj, it's come here because the skid has not happened. It's not defeated him for the angle and Finn Allen has clubbed that for a six. This is where Finn Allen needs to be careful against Axar Patel. And if India are smart, they can utilize Axar Patel to get Finn Allen out. And it's also going to be very interesting to see what sort of a pitch Ahmedabad produces. If they produce a red soil surface, it's going to give Finn Allen a little bit more time in terms of bounce to counter this particular threat that Axar is going to pose. If it's going to be a clay black wicket, the bounce is going to be a wee bit lesser than the red soil, which is going to defeat Finn Allen both on the inside edge and also the bottom of the blade. A very interesting game coming up. India certainly favourites. New Zealand need to be 200% on the ball to put India under pressure. Otherwise, India will run away with this game very, very quickly.